The hard part about coming to the National Farm Machinery Show is finding parking, because there are 80 million cars out here. So more than likely you'll have to walk some distance. Just keep that in mind if you're coming to the show.
The good ones?
How long has it been since you've been?
It's been several years since I've been to the Farm Machinery Show. They didn't do it last year because of COVID and the shutdowns. So this year I'm glad they decided to do a show. Looks like we ended up at the Mahindra booth right off the bat here. This is one of the tractors that I considered buying when I was shopping last year, but there were no Mahindra dealers close to where we live, believe it or not. But these little Mahindra Max backhoes are nice attachments. It's a nice size tractor. This little gentleman here is enjoying it. And I think I see the John Deere booth right over that direction. So we're gonna head over there. Yes, that is a very large piece of equipment. That thing is massive. Yeah, Bear, what's going on? That is at least a couple $1 million sitting right there. Millions and millions and millions of dollars of equipment in here, but there's gonna be some really neat stuff to look at and check out. So we're gonna walk around here and see what we can find today. I'm really particularly interested in checking out the new Holland booth, see if they have anything new for 2022. It's a beautiful trailer. I'm just like a kid in a candy store in here. They have some really nice equipment to look at. The Mack LTT stainless division. What a beautiful trailer. Very nice stuff. My apology to the McHale company. I saw green paint from a distance and just assumed it was John Deere. My bad. They have some really nice equipment here. High-speed round bell wrapper. I think this one will get the job done pretty quickly, don't you? This is the B9000 Pro Glide Butterfly mower. Look how huge this thing is. Wow. Now that is a serious mower. There's a look at the V8 950 variable chamber round baler. Wow. It's just so interesting to look at these pieces of equipment. Just kind of see how some of this stuff is assembled and put together and what makes it tick, you know? Obviously, you'd have to be very, very serious to invest that kind of money, but a lot of guys need this kind of equipment to be profitable. If you're going to get serious about mowing grass, that's what you need. Is a mower that has tracks on it. There's a piece of equipment that I would really like to have, and Tim over on the Tractor Time with Tim channel has been using one of these and demonstrating it for us, but these would be really handy around the property for all those dead ash trees that keep falling over. We could grind up the stumps really quickly with this piece of equipment. They've got lots of different things here for using around a forested piece of property, but this one right here, man, I wish I could take one of those home today. I thought that land plane that I bought was huge. Check that one out. That thing looks like it's about 12 feet wide probably. Yeah, so this thing right here, my son pointed out, would be super handy also. This is called the Limb Shark, and it's just a self-contained unit that slides over your pallet forks, but then you've got those saw blades there on the side. So you can drive down a lane and trim the brush along the sides of your gravel lane or your paved lane or whatever the case might be. This thing will reach up and get to those limbs as you drive along. That's pretty awesome. I might have to inquire about the price on this thing. And as you can see, it just literally slides right onto the forks. So you could put it wherever you want for storage and then pick it up and go do the job. It's got a self-contained motor on there. Wow, that's awesome. Here's for you Massey Ferguson fans. Got some pretty cool tractors that they brought to the show this year. I like that cab tractor over there. A little bit bigger than what I need, but I wish I could afford a cab tractor right now. It'd be nice with this winter weather that we've been having. We got one over there that's a little bit smaller. But check out this monster over here. This is the 7716. Very nice tractor. Tires are 6 feet tall on the back of this one, man. Nice piece of equipment though. JCB Agriculture. We'll go over here and look at this little Model 215 they've got over here.
As I was doing that, you turn it.
There's the 215 with the tracks. Cool thing about this machine is you have excellent visibility. They've encased the entire cabin in glass, so you can have really awesome visibility out of that machine. That's the thing about so many of the skid steers is you don't have very good visibility, but I like the way they've designed these JCBs. It really does increase operator safety and the safety of people around the machine. I guess I realized that Kubota had their own line of zero-turn mowers. ZD series. Kind of an interesting layout here in the operator station, but I guess that's what Kubota is known for, is doing things differently than the other guys, huh? You'd have to mow a whole lot of grass to justify a $19,000 mower, though. They do have some smaller, less expensive models over here, though. There's one with a wheel instead of a pneumatic tire, which might be nice if you're mowing in rough areas. And they've got a few excavators and small walk-behind machinery over there as well. So the National Farm Machinery Show is a huge, huge show. Lots and lots of square feet of demonstrations and products that are here. One of the other things you have to be prepared for is the crowd, because there are a lot of people here, and it's actually kind of hard to move around and see things, so you have to be prepared for a large crowd if you're going to come here. Right before I purchased my New Holland tractor, I strongly considered one of these Coyote tractors. Coyote, I've heard it pronounced a couple of different ways, but this is the other brand that I was really considering. I'll go back here and try and find a couple of the ones that I was in the market for. came down basically to New Holland, John Deere, or this Coyote brand. Let's see what we've got over here. This is a CK10 series. Nice little tractor. This appears to be just a little bit smaller than the Workmaster series New Holland that I bought. But it's a pretty nice tractor though. The thing that I liked about it was it did have the ability to have cruise control on the hydrostatic transmission, and I like the operating controls and some of the features of the tractor. This particular one has the R14 tires on it. I like these tires. I was talking about these recently in a video. It's kind of a cross between the R4 and the R3. I like those. Obviously it's got front end loader on it. You do have the skid steer quick attach on this one, which is really nice. Looks like they're advertising 0% financing right now. Backhoe attachment on that one. So like I said, these just had some pretty nice features in them. I like the way that they did the hydrostatic pedals. That's the way it needs to be done. One of the things I didn't like about it was that it has a single brake pedal and it's on this side. So you don't have the ability to use throttle and brake at the same time, which if you're on a hillside or you're in a precarious situation, you got a load in the bucket, sometimes you want to use the brake and the throttle at the same time. So I don't like this. I think that's a really bad idea. I would prefer to have two brake pedals and have them on the other side so that you can work both feet at once and finesse the tractor, and it just seems like it would make certain situations a lot safer to me. But otherwise, it's a pretty nice machine. It looks nice, and they seem to have good reviews online. And they have a large list of machines in their fleet now. I mean, they've got these side-by-side utility machines now, and zero-turn mowers over there. They've got a TL750 skid steer back here, so they're really increasing their presence in America, that's for sure. Here's the Titan implement booth. This is who I got my pallet forks from, which I really love, by the way. They've been really nice pallet forks so far. Titan has a pretty nice display here this year. And there's something that I haven't seen in a long time, is the McCormick name on a tractor. Check this out. X137CH. This is an interesting tractor because it's kind of small in size. Well, I would compare it to that Workmaster 40 that I've got, but it's obviously a cab tractor. I really like this, actually. This is a good size machine. You do have some HVAC in here, obviously, and brake pedals where they're supposed to be. Let's see if I can get a better view in here of the operator station. Interesting. I honestly hadn't seen one of these in a long time. Wonder who manufactures these tractors. I might have to do a little research on this, see where these tractors come from, but it's a nice looking piece of equipment. Looks like it has all the stuff that you need. You got your quick attach for your bucket there. Electronic PTO. Very heavy duty and robust looking 3-point design. You do have these draft bars here that you can maneuver around a little bit, so it's easier to hook up to your implements. I like the way that they did this as well. Very similar to the way the New Holland is, but this is even better. Just a more robust design, basically. You've got a pair of remotes back here. Nice machine. Yeah, that is a huge tractor. These tires are about 7 feet tall. New Holland. Wow. There's even been a couple of vendors here selling diesel performance parts. This is the fleece booth. I saw the Scheid diesel booth back there a little ways. Fuel injection pumps and turbos, and even got a couple of high performance heads over here. Looks like maybe for a Cummins diesel. So we made it over to the New Holland booth. Finally, I'm gonna pause right here. The John Deere booth is over that way. You've got New Holland over here. They didn't bring very many of their compact tractors. They've got some skid steers over there and some of the larger ag equipment, but I do want to go over here and show you the New Holland skid steer that they introduced this year, which from what I understand is the largest skid steer that you can buy right now. Supposedly it's the largest one on the market. So I'm gonna go check that out real quick. TYM makes some pretty popular tractors too. I noticed they've got a little bit of a new logo on the tractors now. That's a really nice size for a cab tractor to use around a property or a homestead. They've got some nice stuff. They do have one compact tractor over here, so let's go check it out. Looks like it may be a Workmaster 35. It is. Good old Workmaster 35 Hydro. This is basically the tractor that we've got. I think they just, like I said in the other video, I think they just tune the 40 horsepower a little differently to get that additional 5 horse out of it. That's basically what we've got. All right, so here's this massive skid steer. I noticed that Neil over at Messix did a video on this thing several days ago. This is the 362, and it is a massive piece of equipment. I wish I could demonstrate the scale of it for you, but it's just really hard to do it justice on video. But I mean, this thing is huge. You notice the standard massive counterweights on both sides, which is necessary for a machine like this. I'm pretty sure that they said that this thing is rated to lift 6,500 pounds in the bucket. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that it will lift it to a height of 9 feet. So 6,500 pounds to 9 feet, you can imagine the amount of counterweight you're gonna have back here. Also has the New Holland patented Super Boom feature on it, so that as you're lifting to dump into a truck, the bucket doesn't move back toward the cab. That is just an impressive skid steer. And of course, no trip to the National Farm Machinery Show would be complete without visiting the John Deere booth. They always have a top-notch looking display set up. Some of their larger ag equipment, as well as some mowers, skid steers, pretty much the whole 9 yards. Got some hay balers way back there in the back. UTV. Pretty much a little bit of everything. Speaking of Tim from Tractor Time with Tim, there's the fella right there. He's always busy. Got his big fan club coming up to meet him. Hey, I'm not talking about him because I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go over there and meet him here in just a moment, but there's just so many people here. Guys, honestly, there's just so many people here that I can't go to everything. I just wanted to kind of give you a highlight of a little bit of what this show is like. If you live somewhere in the country where you can't quite make it here, you can at least see how big it is. All of the vendors show up here. Companies you've probably never heard of before show up here to demonstrate their products. And it's a really good time just going around and looking at what's here. You know, seeing what's available to get work done. So if you do have an opportunity to come out to the National Farm Machinery Show, you should try to come out sometime. It's in February here in Louisville, Kentucky every year. So, all right, guys.
functional. I'd like to do the rear.
Of course, I have to check out the Xmart Display. This will be the 6th season mowing with ours, and it's been a pretty good machine. S-Series, boy, there's some serious equipment. Look how huge that thing is. Wow. 144 inches. Wow. And it has a diesel engine. Yeah, that sunshade would be really nice. Man, the hot summer sun, keep it off your head, that would be nice. But like the lady said, if you're running something like this, you got to be really careful. You have to remember that it's there. See, our problem is we mow under tree limbs and around utility lines with guy wires and things like that. So you have to be real careful and remember that you've got your row bar, your ROPS all the way up and that sunshade on there. Most of the time we actually mow with ours folded down because it's safer that way. We don't have to worry about getting tangled up in tree limbs and turning the machine over backwards. So believe it or not, we leave ours down most of the time. But out in an open field, that thing would be sweet. And they're actually giving away a really nice mower over there if you come in here and register today. So nice display and good equipment. We've had really good success with our Xmart mower, mowing 7 acres a week for 6 years. This will be the 6th year. It's been a great mower, so can't beat it. I still just can't get over the size of this machine. Yanmar diesel engine to run all that. It's a 0-turn batwing, basically. You could really mow some acreage with that thing real quick. Well, guys, that's going to be about it for the Farm Machinery Show. Like I said, I can't go around and show you everything. The video would be hours long, but I just kind of wanted to highlight some of the big vendors that show up here and kind of show you what it looks like, you know, up here. It's been a kind of enjoyable day. We've seen a lot of new products. I really like that limb shark. I asked the guy about that. We might have to get one of those and try it out. It would be great for that gravel lane with all the honeysuckle brush that grows up in it. So anyway, we're gonna head on out of here. Lots and lots of people here today. It's still gonna be open tomorrow too. Today's Friday. It's gonna be open tomorrow until 5 p.m. I think. So if you're near Louisville, Kentucky, come on out and check out the Farm Machinery Show. We'll try to come back next year and maybe we'll do a little bit better job of highlighting some of the specific machines that are around here, but I'm gonna head back down to the farm now, so we'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching.